kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after.
Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Ni no Kuni Blind. Last time we betrayed the kingdom, and this time we are unbetraying the kingdom. So I should be a little bit more excited. Just a bit. Oh wow, I did not... Ow! I wasn't dang, I was hoping that wasn't the cannon. I would like the free healing. Okay, that door is shut tight. I guess that means we need to go this way. This may be a bit of a challenge, because I am not exactly like.
Stop right there!
Okay, gotta play smart.
Don't let me down! Need a little help here.
I think that's it. I think that means we win. That is the victory music. Or not the victory music, that is the victory action. That is victory incarnate. Inherent? I don't know. Now I'm starting to see why there were so many damn save points around. Okay, so there's another save point just beyond this fight. Maybe just before this fight.
You're for it now!
No, I was God damn it. Well, guys, when I get somewhere, I will see you again. Why can't I see you again? Okay, guys, we made it past that fight. Really easy. All I had to do was like avoid slight bit because it's in such tight quarters that the black guys are super good. So I imagine something will happen in this room. This is the room that I previously said was going to be a boss.
Alrighty.
The hell?
This is where you come in.
Watch this not work.
Off you go.
There's a lofty mech? What the hell?
What's going on?
I'm very confused. Roland, you devil, swine, traitor, murderer, other things, bad. Charming. Listen, calm down and ask yourself this. If I'm a murderer, how come you've still got breath to curse me with? That is a surprisingly good point. I shot you, but now the real bullet. It's just one designed to make you look dead.
What's that now?
What position to be such a fun do that with you? Really? That's your question? Like, I understand being confused, but that's not the question you should be asking right now. There's no here, swallow this. A ribbity drop? Well, I guess it does about the same what I expected it to. Stay calm. It'll wear off for long. At least it's supposed to. My turn now, I guess. Well, down the hatch. Well, I guess this isn't a boss fight, actually. This might be where I fought the one guy before.
Sir.
Not here either, your mouse to see.
Gah.
What, are we gonna hop back to freaking our kingdom, whose name I've conveniently forgotten? Apparently we are.
Excuse me?
I think it's time you told us the truth, don't you, Leander?
Well,
You've seen through our artifice, your majesty.
Yes.
Of course I have. Roland would never betray us, or at least not so clumsily. I have to say, I expected quite more of him. Well, the plan could have been executed with a little more finesse, I do concede that.
huh?
Oh, I was going to wonder how many people were in on it. Apparently Batu was it. What the blaze you both blathering about? Cuss ya! In order to deceive one's enemies, one must first deceive one's friends. Is that not what they say? What His Majesty means to say is Roland's betrayal was nothing of the sort. The entire affair was an elaborately staged performance.
Snakes alive!
What? You mean to tell me the whole blessed ones, one of the blessed scoundrels found out his schemes? I might not have chosen to put it quite that way, but effectively, yes. Upon our return from Broadleaf, I couldn't help but notice a number of prying eyes had been placed around the castle. The device allowed one to watch over location remotely through the use of certain scrying magics. If you know the sorcery of this kind, thanks to Queen Neria's surveillance of Hydropolis, they attracted my attention right away. Upon sharing my concerns with Roland, we investigated together and discovered the presence of an agent of Ding Dong Dell in our midst. Rather than unmask the spy and remove the prying eyes, Roland instead devised a rather ingenious plan and used them to advantage. First of all, this plan was to make a show of expressing certain disloyal behaviors in full view of the eyes. Next was to deter our allies too, who were suspicious of his motives. This is why he contrived to carry out his dubious liaisons just as the guard was being changed. The rest, well, you know that already. Discord was sown, and the traitor in our midst was duly ejected. Having witnessed all this by means of his prying eyes, Spy approached Roland with an offer he could ill afford to refuse.
Forgive me.
Batu, the robe figure you took for a sinister visitor from another realm? Well, that was none other than myself. It was necessary to sow suspicion in the mind of one of whom we could expect a suitably violent reaction. Well, Batu, you know, if the, oh, god dang it. What is the thing that you use to play a fiddle? Like, that's the problem. I think of it as the fiddle. The baton? What is that stupid thing called? You used me. You played me like one of them blessed fiddles. Well, I rather fear we did. But deep down, you knew it too, didn't you? Some part of you sensed you never would have betrayed us.
If I may be so bold.
Why else would you have sent your men to find him? Or did you think I was not aware of your little crusade?
Huh?
I love how, like, expressive or overly expressive Batu is.
Gosh.
So, does that mean that Roland's still somewhere in Ding Dong Dell? What possible reason could he have for going there all alone?
Well now.
Well, suppose I can explain that one, Your Majesty.
Oh my goodness!
God damn it. Okay, well, I will listen to what Roland has to say, but very quickly, let me go out here and run my kingdom, because I have not been able to check in on it in a while. I won't do much more than get the King's Guilders out of the coffers, but the coffers run out eventually, guys. Okay, come on. Yeah, see, it's at 54,000.
All right.
And the stores are full. Out of curiosity, does that give me enough to do the last thing in my kingdom? This is the only thing I have not built yet. It does. The gardens. All right. And then as I was going through, I saw something's been finished being researched. And did you have something? You did not. Okay, so that looks like about as much as I can do for the moment. Oh, nope, you finished doing something. Now we'll listen to what Roland has to say. I don't want to keep you guys waiting with bated breath for too terribly long. I'm sorry, Evan. I put you through a lot. But we were so worried about you. But you're back. That's the important thing.
Oh, that cheek!
Leander told us where you've been, what you've been up to. Crikey! You don't have love Madcap's yacht, eh? You could have done invited me along for the ride. I kind of did, actually. I do want to apologize. If I didn't have tricked you all, I wouldn't have done. So I'm sorry. Well, you certainly been going good, lad. Hook, line, and blessed sinker. Ha ha!
Flippin' heck!
You had all of us going, you horrible man. But I think we still believe in you. Somewhere. Oh, Bracken didn't know about it either. Interesting. So I guess proved useful in the end.
Sure.
Lockpicking bugs, frog pills. You sure know how to keep things interesting. And here's what made it all worthwhile. Evan, this is for you.
Golly!
Uh-huh.
Now you can open the Kingsway and get back into Ding Dong Dell without having to go through all those soldiers. Mousinger was desperate to find it too, just like I thought he would be. It might just be the bargaining chip we need to get him to sign the declaration.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Roland. Now I can finally get back to Ding Dong Dell. Back to the home he stole from me.
And so at last the hour had come for Evan to return to Ding Dong Dell and convince King Mausinger to sign the Declaration of Interdependence. Bright-eyed, yet heavy-hearted, he prepared to take the final steps of the journey he had begun, what now seemed a lifetime ago. It was time to bring his dream of a united world one step closer to reality.
And here's the little kid.
Father and Mausinger hate each other.
I certainly don't think so.
Sometimes it's just not possible for people to stay friends.
I don't know if I actually agree with that, to be honest. I definitely feel like people grow apart, and sometimes they're just ideologically opposed, but you can always stay on good terms with just about anyone. Although I say that, it depends on how abhorrent their beliefs are, you know? It's like, I want to say that as long as... Because that's the thing, there definitely are racist undertones to Mausinger and possibly Evan's father as well. We never really knew him, so we can't just assume he was a stand-up guy. But Mausinger, at the very least, definitely wanted, you know, to make Cat suffer. And it's one of those things, it's like, if one of my childhood friends grew up to be a frothing racist, could I stay friends with them? And the answer is, I kind of don't think I could. Like, there are some beliefs that are so virulent that you can't abide them.
Sometimes the circumstances just won't allow it.
I can't believe that Father would have hated someone or been suspicious of them simply because of their species.
Well, obviously not. He made the rat a chancellor.
But then, why else would Mausinger do what he did?
I suppose he was afraid
Afraid? Of what?
that the great man he dedicated his life to was using him and would one day cast him aside.
I mean, that's a somewhat legitimate fear.
Think about it. What could be more frightening than being discarded by someone you love? Not that I know all the details, of course.
Why do you think that Mausinger loved Evan's dad?
Right.
All right. Chapter 7 is complete, guys. Everyone, there's something I need to talk to you about. Before we ask Ding Dong Dell to sign the declaration, we know how people are faring under Mausinger's rule. I should also like to know what they thought of my father. Perhaps they might have helped me understand why he was murdered. Never once considered their thoughts and feelings when I was their ruler. It's high time I found out what they truly think. Interesting.
Chapter 8. Land of my fathers.
All right.
Well, let me run you... Oh my god, cat, move. Let me run you through how we're going to infiltrate Ding Dong Dell. Crosses on this map mark the areas where troops are most heavily concentrated. As you can see, a direct approach via the river would be suicidal. There's no way we get close without being spotted. So we use the zipline to take us to the river and set down someplace quieter. From there, we make our way via the least heavily guarded area to the entrance of the Kingsway. It's a good thing Zip gave us the old girl, huh? She's quiet as a mouse, even with a full engine full ahead. Which is not to say caution won't be required. We can't take the risk of flying too close to the city. A roundabout approach will still be required. So the old sky pirate full frontal assault ain't the order of the day, huh? Ha ha! It doesn't look like it. This will be a straight in, no messing job by the sound of it. All right. So let's get out of here. Wait, why are you questioning? You're not questioning, you just have green hair. I thought there was like a question mark over your head. Fish for sale. Get your fish here. Okay, so I need to slip-a-doo around. Slip-a-doo. Moving through the thoo. There is the bandit keep, and we are slip-a-doo. Kitty, I can't see. The hell is that? Excuse me. I do believe I found a thingy. I like thingies. I like thingies. The Cradle of Creation. This seems like an important place. What is this? I've been here before. I definitely don't recognize it. Words carved in the stone. Playing the Oaken Heart. King Arthur Ding Dong Dell is enshrined here. Aha! So this is where Oakenheart hangs out. So obviously we can't go beat him up now. Surprised there actually aren't more guarded around Oakenheart Shrine. Like I would. If I were mousing her, I definitely would be concerned about something happening to Oakenheart. I'd also be concerned about Oakenheart conspiring. Wow, that's a high-level goo. Like, this is the problem I'm running into, is I'm just severely under-leveled.
Need a little help here.
Like, on the one hand, going through these guys is going to give me a lot of levels. So yeah, that's actually not too terrible.
Make yourselves useful.
Like, I was concerned. I was like, if just the regular mobs here are dark red to me, what chance do I really have? But in all honesty, this isn't going... It's not terrible.
Come on!
Okay.
Wait, grab this. Make yourselves useful.
There goes that. And again, we're more or less at full health, which is surprising. Like, I thought that I would have a lot harder time, but for the most part, I'm not. Level 53, oi. Let's dance.
Careful, everyone!
Don't let me.
All right. Set him up and knock him down. Well, he's got something impressive. That was super shiny. All right. So sneak-a-doo, sneak-a-doo, sneak-a-doo. Hello, goo. Hello, Gona.
Good
That was
luck,
terrible. I
everyone.
apologize. Okay, where are they? I just heard one of them activate. All right. Too late, Bracken, too late. Bracken's like, I'm helping too.
Don't let me down.
Welcome to the Kingsway. So, if we brought the Mart of Kings just here...
Tidy.
Kingsway, here we come. For a second, I thought I read that as Kingsway. Like, ooh, the Kingsways. I don't know why. For a second, I thought that said oatmeal. Oh, we don't even have to fight. I don't know why I thought there'd be monsters down there. Wow. They how long have I been gone actually? Because they've got a lot of statues replaced at the time I've been gone. So this is Ding Dong Dell, huh? It's like something out of a picture book. It feels different than when I was last here.
Well,
The town does appear peaceful. I can't help but notice a distinct lack of Grimmelkin. I'll jump ship and set sail for safer shores, I shouldn't wonder.
no.
Unlikely. I was going to have the citizens scrutinize the coup. They didn't get away fast. They didn't get away at all. Or they've moved to some kind of underground slum somewhere, although I don't know much more than that.
Blimey.
Well, that sounds miserable.
All right.
Well, if there are no Grimmelkin left to speak with, we'll have to see what the mice and rats have to tell us. Only if you and Leander, or you and Roland agree not to remove your hoods. You're too well known here for comfort. Well, I thought it was best disguise, but I guess I'll have to do for now. I am listening to you, people of Ding Dong Dell. I am hearing the words coming out of your mouth. What's that you say? Life under King Mouse again? Well, I don't know what it's like for humans or Grimmelkin, but for a mouse like me, things are completely different nowadays. I mean, when I was younger, we were picked on all the time. My mother told me never to trust a Grimmelkin or even become friends with one. That's what all mouse mothers told their children back then. Still, I don't hold a grudge against King Leonhard or anything. It's all in the past now. It's time to move on. Shouldn't his tail kind of be an issue?
Hello.
I've read and reread every word that's been written about Ding Dong Dell. There's no mouse criminal than a human knows more of the history of this kingdom than me. There's a treasure over here. I smelled it. Fresh wonder water. It would seem that more Grimmelkin are turning to crime. Guards better apprehend some soon, or the Ding Dong Dell can sleep easy again. I couldn't agree more. If I had to walk the streets knowing there were so many feline felons on the loose.
Yeah.
We might see much happier lives now that King Mousinger's on the throne. And our Grimmelkin calls dirty vermin for a while now. Got the shoes firmly on the other foot. Everyone's got to look down at everyone that's not them. It's a little sad.
Yeah.
King Mousinger's policies have put Mousekind first. At last, they've given us a real boost. But the Grimmelkin aren't too happy about it, but still. They've had their time in the sun, and we've all suffered enough. I think it's only fair the tables returned. It's amazing how different things might be if King Leonhard hadn't fallen ill and passed away when he did.
Okay.
Now you mustn't tell everyone. I told you, this is a rumor how the old king has snuck back into Ding Dong Dell. Guards are frantically trying to keep him down. I mean, to believe that, you must believe the old king wasn't killed in the coup, but if it's possible. Just look at that castle. Never feels like the breath away. What if every love should live somewhere like that? And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon.
Yeah.
Life here in Ding Dong Dell has changed beyond recognition since King Mousinger took over. King Leonhard always said he's committed to equality, but I never really trusted him. You wouldn't either if you'd seen the way Gurkha used to treat us mice. Now we're finally getting what we deserve. It's all thanks to King Mousinger. He's our hero.
If I may be so bold.
Well, it certainly seems that King Mousinger's rule is not an unwelcome thing for the majority of mouse kind.
Mm-hmm.
Why would it be? They're finally getting preferential treatment after all these years. So, let me see if I've got this straight. It used to be the mice and rats were discriminated against, and the tables have turned. The Grimmelkin are on the receiving end.
Aye.
Tit for tat, eh? Folks ain't so different. Folks ain't so different as they're the same. I never knew things were so hard for mouse kind. I know nothing about my people, nothing at all. I think I called myself their king. I'd hear what the Grimmelkin have to say for themselves, but there aren't exactly many around to ask. Well now, look at this gang of idlers. If you're not busy, can you give me a hand? Come here, will you? Sure, why not? What exactly do you need our help with? Oh, so you're listening. That must mean you're keen to help. How lovely of you. Don't be shy now. Here you go. One of my famous sardine sandwiches, of course. These are delivered to a Grimmelkin called Shadow. There was an incident, shall we say. Probably hiding somewhere, poor lad, but he wouldn't have gone far. He's a cat fellow, black with a long tail. You can't miss it. It's always waggling about the place. He's paid already, so you just need to give him the package.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you are, deliver the goods and come back here, and I'll see you rewarded. How's that sound? God, it's been a while since we had visitors outside the kingdom. You'll have at least one meal at the boutique before you leave, won't you? I make their desserts, and they're delicious, if I say so myself. The boutique? Really? Raleigh? You can't come home until we round up all the Grimmelkin. They're a danger to themselves and others. I lost him. I can't have gone far. Wow, that's not a very good disguise. Huh? It's really a long black excuse, you wouldn't have a shadow by any chance? Except I wasn't doing... have mercy on an honest Grimmelkin.
Howdy do.
No need to panic, pal. We're just the sardine sandwich delivery boys, ain't it?
Whoa! Yes.
Crumbles asked us to give it to you.
Oh.
Well, that is not the, like, face I expected.
Thanks.
God damn it. What? How are things for Grimmelkin and Ding Dong Dell these days? Visit from abroad, eh? Wait, don't see any of you lot lately. What with the borders being closed down and everything? There've been more than enough. Things have been more than a little rough for the cat folks since Mousinger took over. Why? I was only out of buying sardine sandwich. They started looking at me askance. I had no choice but to run, really.
Yep.
Of course I did. We just out of our homes, driven into slums. We imposed a soldier at the sewer entrance to watch the comings and goings when they were coming out for food, but it's not worth getting knobbed for.
Golly.
What I really wanted was some nice fresh fish. One of these sandwiches is the next best thing, I suppose. You know, I can't stand around for long talking to you. The soldiers could be along in a minute.
Goodbye.
Nice to meet you. Perhaps I'll see you some other time. Bye-bye.
Great key.
All right. And we will go back to Crumbles in the next episode. Thank you very much, everyone. I will see you then. Then we can get along with the business of getting Ding Dong Dell back to ship shape and part of the Alliance. Because I do feel, I foresee Evan requiring that the Grimalkin be allowed to go to Evermore. But I do think that the mice were mistreated under his dad's rule. So I think he'll probably let Mousinger remain king. Because his dad was not doing a very good job for like a significant part of his kingdom. So they have legitimate grievances, but things have moved on now. Like the one mouse said. Mouse-a-pouse. Mouse-a-pouse? That's interesting. It will not let you look up from below. Are any of the like girls wearing skirts? Is there a reason for that? Like, not really. Is Tani? I guess she is. Okay, that's why. It's not letting me be a pervert. I wasn't even trying to be a pervert. Stop accusing me of things, game. See you next time, guys.